This week on the show, we're featuring rose quartz, sapphire under the microscope cam, automatic transmission fluid number 2 on Why'd I Buy That, 7 new jokes, and naturally sourced hilarity. I don't trust chiropractors. How do you even know they're from Cairo? Let's start the show. This rose quartz just started with a big crack in it. So I thought I'd cleave it off. And this piece is actually an extra piece on the side of the bigger piece. Ah, yeah, the video cut off. It's having trouble with the recording. So that's where we got that piece off of the side of another piece. So really, this is an extra piece, and I decided to grind on it and upcycle it, and I am glad I did, because not only is it a very good quality crystal with great clarity and color, but it also turned out nice, and I'll talk about that because it's the point, and I see it as sort of a flower. I rounded the point off. Blink right off of the side of it. Oh, and then we cut to chalcedony. We'll get into more of that later. I got some of that coming up. I like chalcedony. I like rose quartz too. I kind of felt like I was featuring too much rose quartz. Same thing with peridot. Wait, did that show? Yeah, cause I don't know about this thing. Ever since I got the update, it doesn't show automatically. It's like I have to update it while it's playing. And then I have to start the video over again. Okay, we'll have to try and do that before the show. That way it'll be working. Okay, the video did work. Oh, that's good. Alright. Well, I guess we're just playing it again. Hmm. While I find the follow-up video. How's it going, Colette? What was I talking about? Chalcedony. Got some of that coming up. I like the chalcedony. Oh, peridot. Okay, I thought I was featuring a lot of rose quartz, and it turns out I haven't featured rose quartz in like a year. But yeah, it's kind of got that little bullet point shape. And I got kind of tired of doing the little trapezoid bullet shape things, shield shapes. Shield shapes are cool, but the flat on the bottom and then just matching the facets, I don't want to do too many of them. It's too easy to do it and, you know, maximize the amount of crystal you get out of it. So I decided when it actually came to the top, I rounded it over, and then I rounded over the underside of the facet, and it almost kind of looks like a stemmed flower or a fluted vase, or like a champagne, or not a martini glass. Since it's rose quartz, I figured the flower was appropriate. And then I rounded the bottom corners just to kind of match. cheers. And how are you on this fine, lovely evening? Hope you're having a great day. Let's get to this microscope cam, shall we? Did you get your errands done? Your errands? Your Maxes? Your Stephanies? Alright, where is our Microscope camo footage? I really like this rose quartz. This is a great piece of crystal. I am hyped. Now I just gotta figure out what to do with it. And I mean, I want to make sure I do it justice, right? Okay, let me get this hooked up. Oh, you know who I talked to the other day? Charisse. Or, well, we texted. Yeah, I was wondering how she was doing. Still have not heard from Gromy's homies, though. I'm like, man, because I think he was getting into them scooters, and I want to say he got in a wreck, but he was okay. Hope he didn't get in another one. But then he was doing college. So, I hope he's doing well. Okay, let's see. Scopo cam. Alright. Yep. That's, I'm gonna do this. There we go. Takes the focus away from my fingers. They look like big, like, fluffy blankets, though. Blanket hands. That's comfy, though. Blanket hands. Edward Blanket Hands. That's who I'm gonna be for Halloween next year. Edward Blanket Hands. Look at the quality of that crystal. It's so clean. And I mean, I don't even have the best quality polish on this. This isn't polished by my faceter. This is just 2000 grit cerium with a chip in the top. And there is room to take that chip down. So, I mean, I could like, just put it on the faceter and take that down. But look at how clear that is. And yet, out of all the clearness of it, I mean, sure, optical quartz is great, you know. But out of the clearness, compared to the white background, look at the color in it. It's got good rose color. Or like the video. Like I say, the video is the one that always shows the best color of the gem, the most realistic color. And that's how that gem sat for year and a half. Cut that last June. Just to give you guys an idea of how long it takes me to finish a gem. I was like, I've had enough kites. I've had enough bullet-shaped trapezoid things, and then I set it aside. And I finally came back to it because I needed a gem for the show. And here we are. With that. What am I going to do with it? How am I going to finish it out? Well, what I decided is that I would round this tip, and then I also rounded this underside. So it makes sort of a horn shape or a flower shape. That way, it's got like a fluted stem thing going on. So I'm pretty hyped up about this one. I like it. That's about how big it is. It could be a big ring gem. It should probably be like a necklace gem. So, I mean, I could always look at like trying to put it on a spoon or something. But none of the ones with the 45 bottoms really go on spoons very well. The spoon, I mean, it's like you gotta put it on the spoon upside down and then you lose all the color of it and everything. I mean, you get that, but you lose the fact that it's got flair. So I need a prong setting for that guy. But like the spoon, so, okay, here we go. Here we go. Take like this piece of rhodolite, for example. It's pretty dark, but you can get some light to pass through it. And we put it on the spoon, but it needs a little bit of water, doesn't it? That way it will wick the light. There you go. That way, and the water simulates what the glue will do. And it also on the top simulates it being properly polished. But the question with this one is, how am I going to finish it, and how am I going to try and do the top without making it too thin? Because it is a really dark piece of crystal, but it has clarity. I mean, you can tell it has clarity because you can see the pattern in the spoon. Well, when I get the right polished part, but if it didn't have any clarity, then the polished details wouldn't show. Okay, there we almost are. I had it before. I can do it again. Hashtag believe in yourself. Maybe I don't have enough water on it. Okay, now I'm too high in air. It's not focusing. Okay, I had it turned, didn't I? I actually need like actual amount of water. So I'm just kind of drawing off of the condensation from my glass. Okay, there we go. There. The detail on the spoon, as I attempted to demonstrate for 9 minutes. Then also, another one that's kind of a darker gem, but would do well on a spoon like that is this chrome diopside. I mean, see, it's pretty dark, but then you put the spoon under it. It's great stuff. The problem with this guy is it's got a crack right in the middle. And pieces this size are pretty hard to come by. So I'm definitely gonna have to be careful splitting it and getting the most out of both of these, because this is great clarity and great thickness. And honestly, with this 45 going on this side over here, that means that this is gonna be a beautiful gem on this side of the crack. And this other piece over here, it's got potential. There's enough volume there. Really good stuff. I hate to lose much of it, but I'm going to have kerf from the saw trying to saw down to that crack. So then I sit in indecision and I wonder what I should do next, you know. I also have this other piece of garnet, which I'm almost like, I'm really liking it, and I'm thinking about putting it on the faceter, because it's got some great color, and it's got great clarity, and it's thick enough. It's got potential. I was hoping to show some of the light going through it by putting it on the spoon. I don't know. But I've had some of these little pieces of rhodolite for a long time and just always wanted to do them on the faceter because they're so small. I hate to lose anything, and they have potential, great potential. Like this sapphire, I wanted to look at it, and I'm not sure if I should shape it, you know? Or just try and stick it on a spoon as is. Because it's got its, you know, pirate-esque quality. I was like, oh, let's take a look at it. And I wanted to do another sapphire, but I could do other sapphires. Well, that reminds me, Colette, did I send you a sapphire? Because you have rubies, and rubies and sapphires are the same thing. This white stuff in here, that's marble. These crystals are found in marble matrix. Cool thing about that is you can tell it's not dyed. Because that would be the emphasis point, is the marble point. That would be where the dye would be located. Okay. What else do I have? Not much. So the show is going to be short today. Things that I bought. I bought automatic transmission fluid. I talked about it last week, but I was like, also, I did actually buy 1 quart of the Max Life. Now, I didn't really want to put that in the transmission, but at the same time, I'm cleaning it. And that has a detergent in it. And so I wanted to run the detergent oil through it, since it's only going to be in there for a week. And so I bought a quart of Max Life to go with it. Because when I was a kid, and my great uncle Louis, he was teaching me how to work on cars, and he was like ASE certified transmission man and working on cars for years. And I'm getting ready with the next video on it. Okay. And he said, just before you change your oil, put in a quart of transmission fluid, because it has detergents in it, and that will help clean out your engine. You don't want to run with it in there, but you can put it in there to help clean it out. And I mean, technologies have changed, and pressures and all that, and sensors and everything, and seals, but the metals are all the same. When you're cleaning out shavings and trying to dress and coat. Okay, we got video, we got things that I bought, like transmission fluid. Have you ever bought transmission fluid? And have you ever bought the Max Life transmission fluid? And why did you buy that? over the other stuff? And was there a price difference in it? Because I'm like, oh, if maybe they're just charging more by saying that this is, I don't know, better. But then you look at it and it's like, how many active ingredients does it have? Or how many active detergents does it have? Okay, moving that. Okay, all right. Jokes. How many active jokes do I have? Let's see. I may look like a sideshow freak, but going on a date with me is like getting a free ticket to the circus. Ravioli? Yes, I will totally ravage me some eolis. That's why they call it that. It's supposed to be spelled Rav apostrophe Eoli. My principal used to dumb shame me in a really bad way. He'd say, Jacob, quit being so tardy. What a jerk. I ate something labeled granola, but I'm not sure it wasn't potpourri. We need a really good president this time around. We need a president that's even better than Abraham Lincoln. We need President Abra Burger Lincoln. His burgers are way better than him. I got a new pair of sunglasses and somebody, let's see. All it says is new pair of sunglasses, you've been framed. Okay, we're writing a joke. Let's see. Okay, a friend got a new pair of sunglasses and said somebody accused him of stealing them, and he said, I've been framed. I don't know. Moving along. I don't trust my chiropractor. I don't even think he's from Egypt. I don't trust chiropractors. How do you know they're even from Cairo? Oh, I wanted to retell the Popeye joke because Joe actually rearranged it, and I think it's hilarious the way that he rearranged it. Am I cutting the edge facets in? Oh, I'm trying to smooth out the tip. But I didn't actually want to round it completely. I wanted it kind of pointed, even though the underside is completely rounded. Okay. Let's get the joke that Joe sent. Oh, okay. I went to the restaurant and the waiter said, Hi, what can I get you? And I said, I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today. And the waiter said, Good one, sir. So you'd like a hamburger? And I said, How about a Popeye? And the waiter said, Sir, you can't smoke that pipe in here. I'm sorry, sir, but you can't smoke that pipe in here. Yeah, I think it's all about the delivery of that line. It works. I'm sticking with it. It's going in there with us. See, I had some other ones. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what I nailed out. I got to get my hangouts mixed up with today. What did I do last week? Did I do the backpack joke? I think so, yeah. Yes. Okay, we did the backpack joke. I did change that up. So that one's a little bit different too. But I will get some of these ready for next week. So we already have content for next week. However, I want to try the backpack joke one more time. So I like going to the movie. I talk about my shopping list, right? And I need a kangaroo. So I can even start by saying, okay, I need a kangaroo. Hear me out. I like going to the movie theater, right? And that's all great, but I can't always afford the snacks. And you know, I tried taking I tried putting googly eyes on my back. I tried taking my backpack and putting googly eyes on it. Yeah, I want to say backpack before googly eyes, not googly eyes and then backpack because I'm going to say backpack twice. And it's going to be blah, 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 blah. So if I say I took my backpack and I put googly eyes on it and I called it my emotional support backpack, but they said, sir, you can't do that. So now, in order to get my snacks into the movie theater, I need an emotional support kangaroo. Just like I need an emotional support joke portion of the program. Oh, it was glorious. Glorious last night. I did actually memorize my jokes, had them organized, prepared. I did a little older stuff. I did a couple of newer things, rolled out some great stuff. Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, and you know, Ziploc, I think is the key to the trick there. I don't know. We're gonna learn more about it over the week, and we're gonna make it a great week. And we're gonna try and do it every week because I really enjoy doing the show, and I really enjoy talking to you and everybody out there in YouTube land. Have a great one. I'll see you next time.